let's talk about existence. This is the Hiei Shrine. It's not a very large shrine, but that doesn't matter. For the concept of this is that we need to discuss something, and it's something that matters deeply, and it's the title of this video. Either everything has a soul, or nothing does. Either everything matters, or nothing does. And that's the point that I think the world needs to understand. In the West, everything is so black and white. It's humans have souls, animals don't. There's one God, but there's all these rules. Why is it this way? Why is it that so many people tend to think this way? And I'm not here to criticize anyone's beliefs, but I want to make an open letter. When you love your dog, does he not have a soul? When you play with your cat, does it mean that little to you that to think that there isn't a soul there? Shinto gives us a much better option. And not just Shinto, but Taoism, Buddhism, Hinduism. Hinduism is a little bit different, but still. Shintoism isn't just a Japanese belief. I mean, it is homegrown here in Japan. And I've always taken deep love to Shintoism. This is in Inari Gate. The whole point of this is that in Shinto, everything is a god, or a okami, as they say here. That everything has a soul. I have a soul. The gods have a soul. Buildings have a soul. Objects have a soul. Animals have a soul. Everything. Trees, plants, rivers, mountains, you name it, everything. Because are we not all connected to this plane of existence? Are we not all in the dream that is reality? There are so many theories, so many concepts. Even Elon Musk likes to say, are we not in a hologram projection? Are we not in a virtual reality? Are we not some computer program? We have no way of knowing this. But yet we act like everything is so set in stone, that this is the only life, that nothing else has much emotion, has much anything. And what I want to pose today, and this is going to be a new ongoing series, is I want to start teaching a little bit about Far East beliefs and philosophy. My three main core beliefs that I carry with me are Shinto, Buddhism, and Taoism. And the three are very similar, yet the three are very different. Well, Buddhism and Taoism are much closer, but Shinto is a unique one, and I feel like the world needs Shinto. Shinto has three concept rules. And it's not even so much rules as they are guidelines to what the world needs. Number one, purity. The world is an unclean place. Purity is an interesting fact with Shinto. Our words, our actions, our habits, our living conditions, all of these things fall into purity. Shinto does not believe that evil just exists. It's a thing. It is real. Yes, Mr. Crow. Thank you. The crow agrees. But it's not even just that evil exists. Evil doesn't come from nowhere. Evil comes from impurity. And like I said, that all things have a soul. Have you ever walked into a house and had very eerie feeling to it. Like something's just not right. And it's not even that it's haunted. Or it's not even that there's anything intentionally bad, but you can feel an essence that is the soul of the house, regardless of age. Impurity builds and it grows and it changes and it evolves. And that is the soul of the house. And the soul of a house can definitely lean on many factors. Same with, have you ever had an attachment to something and you feel more than just a personal belonging connection? Again, dolls are very significant of this. All things get a soul, and that soul is called a mitama. And a mitama isn't technically so much a soul, but it's an essence of a soul. Let's get the Torii Gate in there. Gotta love the Torii Gate. But as things, as one uses a thing, their essence, their soul gets bonded to the object. And I always loved this concept, because if people can have a soul, then why can't other things? The number 2 thing to this, if evil comes from impurity, then keeping things pure is the first stage of the 3. Next, nature. Nature is a big deal for a lot of things. Nature is a big deal for a lot of things due to the fact that we live in it. It's not just something that's there. We don't own the world, despite what capitalist elites want you to think. Native Americans teach that we cannot own land. I agree with this. We are here for a brief moment. There's a common Buddhist teaching that possessions, ownership, is just an illusion that we give ourselves. But the reality is we don't own anything. Eventually we'll die. That body's not ours. When you forget something and nobody else remembered, can you get those thoughts back? Probably not. Number 2, with nature, we have to keep nature in check. There's a reason the world right now is so bad. We have completely neglected nature. We have completely neglected the planet. It's not going to be much longer before a ship goes from sinking to plummeting. And we can all change this. We can all fix things. We can all do our part. And that is why I feel like Shintoism is definitely needed in today's world. Despite what big countries, I should say, like America, really don't want to fix, but we need to. And number 3, heaven, or the spirits. I'm not much of a religious person, and I will say that right now. But when thinking about the kami are everything. The water is kami, the sky is kami, the sun is a kami, the moon's a kami, everything. Plants, animals, people, everything. When everything is a kami, we can't be selfish about the ideas that we are the only things that matter, because that's just not true. In the last 60 years, the planet has just taken a nosedive. And the sad reality is, we can fix it. And a lot of it comes down to we just have to start caring. We have to start, or more importantly, we have to stop with the habits that we have. And that's the worst part. Through these stories I'm going to be sharing in this series, I just want people to open their minds to what Shinto has to offer. And you don't have to toss aside your old beliefs, but you don't grow until you learn to look in new ways. The Buddha once said, "We do not grow until we have suffered." Well, my friends, we have suffered a lot. And we need to start growing. We need to become a Type 1 civilization. We need to break through nomadic tribes. We need to understand who we are and how long do we want to live here. Not only that, what is the quality we want to live in? Because I feel like that's more important than just saying, oh, you only live once. Well, no Buddhist ever has said that. You live until you get it right. This is Hajime Travels, and I really hope we can start a good new series and start changing perspectives for the better. I wish you all a good day.